In this video, I'll provide an overview of our discussion board assignment for the week. Here we are on our home page, and I'll click on our weekly modules link, and then scrolling down to week 15. This is the last chapter for our semester, and then we have discussion board 10 on the case study recommendations. So this is the last discussion board of the semester as well. So clicking on this discussion board brings you back to your case study groups. So it's been a while since you've talked to your case study peers. In our last discussion board on our case study, you identified the issues and goals of each family. In this discussion board, you'll identify the solutions that directly address the issues and goals that you identified in discussion board 8. So for your post, you're going to be focusing on the part of the assignment where it's the solution to the family's financial problems. You need to calculate the savings required to reach financial goals. So for instance, if a goal was to buy a car or a house or save for a college fund, you should have some quantitative analysis in terms of how much savings is required for that. You also need to have at least 3 to 5 recommended action steps to improve the individual or family's financial situation. Now, when you do that, though, you want to make sure to cite the textbook and include the page numbers so that when you write your paper later, you can reference your discussion board and it has all your notes on how you'll write that section. You also want to recommend any specific financial products like bank accounts, insurance policies, mutual funds, stocks. You've learned quite a bit on investment recently, and you'll be learning about retirement in the final chapter. And then you also want to identify any resources that can assist the individual or family to improve their finances, whether that's working with a lawyer or a bank, or perhaps going online and doing some research about different retirement funds or college funds. Imagine you are a personal finance consultant helping the family. Again, make sure that when you address any of the bullets above that you cite the chapter and page numbers so that you can reference it later in your final paper. Make sure to comment on at least 2 peer posts on what you agree or disagree about their post and any connections you might see between what you wrote and they wrote or the textbook. So recall in one of the discussion board groups, I had to combine a couple of case studies together since we didn't have enough to have a group of 10. So be aware that your case study might be a little bit different than someone else's case study, but there are still common threads across the personal finance opportunities in all of our case studies. As a friendly reminder, you can complete your financial case study analysis report with a partner if you prefer. Just reach out to those that you might want to work with through the discussion board. You can always create a student group for you and your partner using the people link right here on the left, then click groups, then choose the plus group button in the upper right hand corner to create a group, and then you can communicate with each other that way. So hopefully you can collaborate with someone, which will save you some time in writing, but also allow you to brainstorm different ideas and combine your best ideas together. If you have any questions, just let me know.